Hello, grade 7s, and welcome to your last video on the ancient Israelites. You will be having a test soon. If you'd like to go over and rewatch any of these videos, you may if you think it will help you study. Today we're going to be talking about the Jewish way of life, and in particular, how the Jewish religion shaped the way that the ancient Israelites lived. So what I would like you to do is please write down today's date, underline your title, Jewish Ways of Life, and copy down these two learning objectives. We're going to definitely do the first one today and hopefully finish off the second one in your next lesson. All right, so we are going to explore how Jewish laws impacted daily life in ancient times. And we're going to investigate Jewish ways of life today. Let's see if any of these traditions maybe have held up till today, if maybe people still practice some of these things. So, Jewish law set out many rules for Jews to follow that affected their daily life. These laws influenced their education, foods they ate, and even the clothes they wore. So those are the things we're going to talk about. They also required Jews to provide for the poor, visit the sick, do good deeds, give to charity, and apply just laws to rich and poor alike. The laws emphasized self-control and reminded Jews of their religion. So let's talk about family life. The Jews placed great importance on family. Sons were especially valued because they carried on the family name. Upon a father's death, the son became the head of the family. Education was also important. Jewish children's first teachers were their mothers. When sons grew old enough, fathers taught them how to earn an income and to worship God. Later, elders took over the religious education of boys and taught them the Torah. Because reading the Torah was central to Jewish life, religious teachers became important community leaders. Mothers educated their daughters at home. The girls learned to be good wives, mothers, and housekeepers. This included learning Jewish laws about food and clothing. They also learned about the courageous women of ancient Israel. Okay, the Jewish diet. So we've talked about this a little bit in class. Under Jewish law, Jews could only eat certain animals. For example, they could eat beef and lamb, but not pork. They could eat scaly fish like salmon, but not shellfish or smooth-skinned fish like eels. Laws about food are known as kashrut, which means that which is proper. Today, food is prepared according to Jewish dietary laws and is called kosher. Animals used for kosher meat must be killed in a special way. The meat must be inspected, salted, and soaked. To be kosher, Jews must not cook or eat milk products with meat. In ancient times, everyday meals were made up of fish, fruit, vegetables, and barley bread. Beverages included mainly milk, water, wine, and beer. And I have included some pictures of some Jewish cuisine today, which we can talk about in class. Maybe you've had some of these before. All right, Jewish clothing. Jewish law forbade mixing some fabrics. So women used flax or wool to make cloth, but did not combine the two. Jewish men wore tunics made of linen next to their skin. Some men layered another tunic on top of the first. In cold weather, they wore wool or sheepskin cloaks. On their heads, they wore caps or turbans. On their feet, they wore sandals. So I've included some pictures here. Remember where they are living. So it's on the coast of the Mediterranean and today what is known as the Middle East. So it's going to be very hot there. So they aren't going to want to wear a lot of heavy fabrics, and they are going to want to wear sandals and things like that. Women drape themselves in long, simple dresses, you can see here. And they cover their heads with shawls. However, wealthy women wore leather shoes, wore makeup, and even owned jewelry. Okay, we're going to stop here for today. That was it, guys. That was really fast. But I would like you to look up something. You probably already know it. But I want you to find out, what is the next Jewish holiday and when does it begin? So I want you to investigate that question. Hopefully you've written all of these into your notes. If not, you should do that now. And we'll talk about this more in class. See you then, grade 7s.